How you doing, you guys? Welcome to an episode of Rams Digest, where today we are going to get into potential All-Pro linebacker that we can pick up in free agency, and we are going to talk about three key players that we could pick up in the draft that could help us in the 2025 season, right? But before we get into all of that, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 5K subscribers. So hit that subscribe button so you can get your weekly Rams content and daily Rams content. We are going to stay on top of all the off-season moves, all the off-season topic, hot takes, all of that. We are going to discuss it here at Rams Digest. So hit that subscribe button so we can so you can get your weekly Rams content. But to start this episode off, fresh off the press, Rams are projected or predicted to land All-Pro linebacker. Fresh off the Super Bowl, playing for the Eagles, had an All-Pro season. Zack Baun, right? If anybody don't know who Zack Baun, this is him right here. Big number 53, had a great season with the Eagles, and we are in talks of getting him. Honestly, we are probably the main team in the conversations of getting him from free agency. This is very important because we might not be able to get Christian Roseboom back, right? He was our top inside linebacker. He had a total of he led the team in tackles, I think 130 or 135 tackles. He led the team in that. But Christian, and honestly, before I get into Zack Baun, Christian led the team even after we let go of Ernest Jones, and I know that was a big deal. People didn't understand, or Rams house didn't understand why we let go of Ernest Jones. It could have been an insider, but since he got let go, Christian Roseboom answered the call, and he's been terrific ever since. But he will be an unrestricted free agent, or free agent, if I'm not mistaken. So if he is, we are definitely in the conversation of picking up Zack Baun. Like, I am so excited about that. He totaled up about 153, if I'm not mistaken. 153 tackles. He was an All-Pro linebacker. This changes the game because if we have two inside linebackers that might be headed to free agency, Christian Roseboom, and I think the other name, if I'm not mistaken, it is Tory Reader. He didn't get a lot of play time due to injuries, but he was before injuries, I think he had about 46 tackles, so he did help the team. I did not have a lot of expectations. I don't know if anybody out there had any expectations for Zack Baun. I mean, not Zack Baun, for Christian Roseboom, but he played pretty good. He was good on the defense. He pretty much played his part, right? But if I am a betting man, I would probably say that if we land Zack, Christian obviously won't be able to come back. And then later on in this episode, I'll tell you exactly why I think that he should have come back. So big topic. I think that we will land him, Zack Baun. If the Rams are able to get him, it changes the trajectory of our defense. We already young. We already got the young up front. We probably need to upgrade our corners, maybe, but I think our safeties were good there. So hopefully we are able to land him. Now, let's get into the draft, right? The draft is quickly approaching. I think they're doing combine soon, or if it's not happening right now, but 3 key pickups in the draft, right? So this is entirely based off what the team needs or what the team might need in the upcoming future, right? So I want to lead it off staying with the linebacker topic. I want to start with Cody Simon. If anybody haven't seen him, he is a national championship winner now. He was a great contributor to that defense. I think he was probably one of the top linebackers, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the reason why. I said earlier, I'm going to explain why if we get Zack Baun, then we probably should just let Christian Roseboom walk. Because if we get him in the draft, right? Oh man, we not only will we have young talent, right? Zack Baun could also play terrific while getting in between rest sessions, right? Let's put it this way. Let me tell you his stats right now. Um, Solo tackles 51. In the championship season he just played, he has 51 tackles, 61 assisted, and 7 sacks. 7 sacks. Inside linebacker, ladies and gentlemen. Inside linebacker, he had 7 sacks. So I am trying to see if we would be able to get him in the 3rd round or the 4th round. Either one would be great with me. But honestly, terrific. Terrific. Right? And to continue off on this one, I am going to no, not him. Jackson Dart. Jackson is someone I think that the team definitely needs. Let me try to get a better image. There we go. Jackson Dart. If anybody don't know, he plays Ole Miss. He plays he plays at Ole Miss. And let me see if I could pull up something for Jackson. Right? Bear with me. Jackson Dart. Here's the thing, right? He had an okay season. He had a prior season. He had a better season than that. But I think this season he took off. I know he had a few games with high interceptions and all of that. But listen to the stats once I tell you guys. He had 276 completions, 69% for 4,279 yards. Now, here's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say he's going to be a terrific starter straight off his rookie year. No. If we get Matthew Stafford back, and that's a big if, because obviously, if you've been listening to my co-host Josh, he is in trade talks. If we are able to get Matthew Stafford back, he will be an amazing backup, amazing QB2, learns or whatever for whenever Matthew Stafford moves on. It looks like Stetson Bennett won't be the Stetson Bennett won't be the type of player he was at Georgia. It looked like it's probably it's almost time to cut ties, right? I think Stetson is about 28 now. Still young, still has potential, but I just don't think he is what the Rams are looking for, right? Jackson Dart, I can see if we get Jackson Dart, I can also see about a 5th round pickup, if not a 4th round pickup, right? So, terrific stats. Like I said, he got 4K yards, right? I forgot to tell you guys, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's a great ratio. Ole Miss really was in the conversations because of Jackson Dart, right? So if we could pick up Jackson Dart as a QB, I am telling you, the sky is the limit, right? The sky is the limit. And lastly, if we can get him in the first round, I will be so happy. But we are going to talk about, there he is right there, Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland. Loveland. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Please don't come at me if I'm not. Colston Loveland. Best tight end in the class. Right? If we seen what Brock Bowers were able to do when he was the best tight end in the class. I think if you haven't seen clips of Loveland, please see some clips of him. He is the truth at tight end, right? If we could pick him up, I think we have the 26th pick, right? I think he will be available at 26, and I think that we should go for him. If we are able to go for him, we could pair him up with Puka Nacua. That's two young offensive two young talents on offense. I think that hopefully if Matthew Stafford comes back, Loveland will get the ball, I think, a lot of the time because Cooper Kupp obviously is not coming back. He will he will share the touches with Puka Nacua. But these are the three players where I am saying if we get these players in the draft, we should be in good standing. Those are the three key players I think we should get in the draft, honestly. But to wrap up today's episode, Zack Baun. Hopefully we get him in free agency. Hopefully we get these three key players in the draft. We will be having a terrific 2K25 season. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button so I can help you stay on top of all the discussions that's going on with the Rams. Thank you. See you at the next one.